Right, folks, I've got something I read earlier which shocked me. It's something that they've tried to cover up and it's now gotten out. It's in the press today. It might be on the news. I've not yet seen the news. But for those that don't look at those different platforms, it's something that I feel you need to know. Many of you will be parents. Many of you will be grandparents. And you need to know what's happening in this fair country of ours. So I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to read you the full story. I'm going to read you the first few paragraphs. As I say, I read it and I thought, when are they going to stop covering things up? We as a great British public need to know what's happening on our streets. And to that end, I'm going to tell you. Now, some may, or one would have, accused me of being racist by telling you this story. You make your mind up. Am I being racist, or have I a right to talk about it, and have you people a right to know? I'll leave it with you. Whereabouts is it? Oh, I thought it was on the right picking page. I've done all of that, and I'm not ready. There we go, I found it. I do apologise. For a minute I thought, what have I done here? Right, 2 migrants are going to be in court very, very shortly. This is the reason why. 2 Afghan asylum seekers have been charged over the alleged rape of a girl, which has left a small Midlands town reeling. The Mail on Sunday can reveal. Ahmed Malakile, 23, has been charged with the rape of a 12-year-old in Nuneaton, Warwickshire. A second man, Mohammed Kabir, also 23, has been charged with aiding and abetting an assault, as well as strangulation and kidnapping of the girl, who is now receiving specialist care. I bet she picking is. That's not in there. I've added that. Despite the huge interest the incident has caused in Nuneaton, sources have been told Despite the huge interest the incident has caused in Nuneaton, sources have told the Mail on Sunday that Warwickshire Police advised local councillors and officials not to reveal the background of the 2 suspects for fear of inflaming community tensions. One local who contacted us has accused the police of a cover-up in an effort to suppress information which the public have a right to know. He said police feared Nuneaton would face heated protests similar to those that took place outside a migrant hotel in Epping in Essex last month, after it emerged that an asylum seeker staying there was charged with sexual assault, harassment and inciting a girl of 14 to engage in sexual activity. But last night, Warwickshire Police defended its position, saying in a statement, "Where relevant, sensitive information around locations, details of the crime and policing activity to catch offenders can be shared, with a warning that this is sensitive and confidential information, and disclosure by those being briefed could affect future court hearings." Malakil, I think that's his name, Malakil, who crossed the channel on a small boat, allegedly raped the victim on Cheverell Street in Nuneaton on the evening of Tuesday, July the 22nd, 9 days ago. The Mail on Sunday has obtained CCTV footage from a house near the street, which appears to show a man walking with the girl who is white. Seen that before, haven't we? The chilling footage was captured as the pair walked past the property around half an hour before the victim was allegedly subjected to the horrific assault. Warwickshire Police said Mulakile was arrested 4 days after the incident and charged last Sunday. Kabir was arrested on Thursday and charged with aiding and abetting rape, strangulation and kidnap. Both men will appear before Warwick Crown Court on August the 26th. There's a lot more than that, but that's the nuts and bolts of it. So 2 people, this time of Afghan... Afghan... They've been born in Afghanistan anyway. Afghan heritage. Not Pakistanis this time, but Afghanistans. But they've come over here on a boat. They probably shouldn't be here. They've certainly not been invited. They've decided to sort of kidnap a 12-year-old kiddie, strangle her and rape her. And she's at the moment having counselling. I would suggest she's probably going to need that counselling for the rest of her life. I would suggest they possibly ruin that young girl's life. And you can half understand the position that the police are in after what's happened in Epping, but then again, you can't. Because it shouldn't be hidden. You know, it shouldn't be hidden away at all. And this is what's happening for like 15, 20, 25 years with the various grooming gangs. Everybody's been afraid to put their head above the parapet and saying, look, this is what's happened on our streets. This is what's happening on our streets. Everybody's afraid of saying anything because it can be classed as incitement or racism, especially racism. Everybody's worried about that. But at the end of the day, we deserve to know what's happening. And we're going to get more and more and more of this the more people come into our country that we don't know anything about. And that is the problem. We don't know anything about who's coming in. There's going to be loads and loads of great people there. Probably some wonderful people. Probably many people that whose lives have been persecuted for years and years and years from whence they came. Probably people that have lived on the breadline for years and years from whence they came. But amongst them, there's going to be the undesirables who only want to come here to create havoc. And havoc they're going to create. And it's a shame because it just spoils things for everybody else. But more importantly, it just ruins young kiddies' lives and families' lives for that matter. If that was my daughter, stroke granddaughter, and somebody done that to her, I don't know how I'd ever recover from it. I don't. Worse for her, by all means. But I'd always feel the guilt of letting it happen to her, although I've known nothing about it. It's just worrying, folks. It really, really is. Anyway, the story's out there now. Let's just hope that if they are guilty, which I'm probably pretty sure that they are, let's hope that they get found guilty and they throw away the key. And then, when they let them out, they deport them to wherever they came from. And if they can't deport them to the came, just throw them in. Is it the North Sea they've come across? Just throw them there. Sharks will have them or somebody like that, you know. That was a crap end to the story, that wasn't it? Sorry about that.